here, and today I'm going to bring you a full-length commentary for part 4 of Road to Perfection. So I'm doing this because, well, I've noticed that when I do only commentary for the first minute or so, I really don't get that as many views as when I do full commentaries, and especially this series, because basically this is just quick battles and I basically do the same thing every single game. So watching the same game over and over and over, it gets pretty boring and repetitive. So I understand why there hasn't been that many views of my Road to Perfection videos lately. So this is going to be a full commentary, and I just want to see if this gets any more views than regular, because you know, if there's commentary, you're more likely to listen around for longer than if I just do a 1 minute commentary. So anyway, we start off with this guy. His name is Sagra or Sagra, something like that. The video I'm looking at is pretty small right now, so I can't read out his name. But his record, his or her record, wasn't that good. I think it was 27 and 41, somewhere around there. But he has a mauler on round 9. Now he did say that it was a mistake, but I mean, if he was a good player, he probably would have sold that to get a cluster bomb. So anyway, it's near round 12 now, and it's about time to send Regal Rainbow Rushes. Will any of us send it? No, but I sent a camo Regal Rainbow, and that kills him. So game 1 is done. Anyway, now that I have the mortar, I'm going for the tier 4 mortar. Well, I haven't unlocked it. I don't think at this point of the video, I don't think I've unlocked the tier 4 mortar yet. But it is pretty important for me to get the tier 4 mortar, because in case we go late game on a map like Battle Park against a good player or something, then it's pretty helpful to get the tier 4 mortar. Now I also need the tier 4 Buccaneer, because that's also really good late game, and if my opponent has that and I don't, then I'm going to be in a heap of trouble late game. So in this second game, we're playing against Blue Master with a bunch of numbers at the end of his name. Now his defense isn't that great. He just has a cannon and an ice tower, and that's struggling against pinks quite a bit, and looks like he might die right here, but he gets up a Dartling gun just in time with just 3 lives left, and I mean that cut it really close. So right now my job is pretty much get those 3 lives off of him and I'll win this game. So in this video, later on, I'm gonna face a few good players, and by good I don't mean like King of the Hill level, but their win-loss ratio is pretty good. Like I think I faced someone with a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio with a few hundred wins, so that's actually a pretty good ratio. So anyway, I just sent some Regal Rights and a bunch of Yellows, and that will finish him off. So I do finally unlock the tier 4 mortar right there, so that's pretty good for me. Anyway, Zen Garden. Now for me, when I don't have that many towers unlocked, especially the farm, right now the short maps like Hydro Dam, Zen Garden, and Indoor Bulls, those maps are completely deadly for me, because I'm not good at going blue income on those maps. On the longer maps, yeah, I'm pretty decent at going blue income, because you know, it's pretty easy to go blue income on those maps. But on the short maps, I'm just horrible at it. So I am waiting for me to get 500 battle score to finally unlock those farms that I need. And you can see my opponent is telling me to stop sending those pinks, and I asked him why. He doesn't have a good answer, so I just keep sending those. But it looks like he will not. Oh, he's getting really close to dying, but he will not die. So I get up my Ring of Fire as he tries to send black and pinks back against me. Looks like it's not going to work at all. But near round 8, I can send Regal Whites or Regal Blacks and hope that he will die, but he gets up the Glaive Ricochet, so he is safe for now. But on round 13, with the defense he has, I can send some Camo Region Rainbows, and those will definitely kill him, because nothing except his wizard can stop those. And you know how bad our monkey apprentices are against Region Bloons, and right there, he didn't even have the Camo upgrade for it, for the wizard. So I could have just sent Camo Regal Reds, that would have beaten him too. And here is my first somewhat good opponent, with 2,500 wins and 500 losses. So that's a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio. And I say that's going to take a while, because this is a long map and we're both good players, so this is most likely going late game unless one of us screws up pretty badly. So both of us gets basically the exact same defense, a 3-0 cannon. I send pinks against him, and he defends him pretty well, so I just stop and continue getting income. So as of now, I have Tack, Ninja, Bomb, and Mortar. Let's see what towers he has. He has the Buccaneer, and obviously he has the tier 4 Buccaneer with the amount of battle score he has. So that's what I'm talking about. The tier 4 Buccaneer is really good late game. It can sink down BFBs no matter how much health they have, which is huge. So I sent some Regal Blacks, Regal Whites, and they actually do quite a bit of damage to him. He has to get up another ninja, and he's still leaking. He's down to 30 lives. I keep sending. I sent some Regal Leads. He has to get up a Burning Stuff Warrior to defend those. I sent Regal Leads, Regal Zebras, and I defeat him right there. That was actually rather disappointing, because I thought it would be a really intense game since he was pretty good, but it was not. So next we have this guy also with a not that good win-loss ratio. But you know, win-loss ratio doesn't mean anything. Like, I suck at battles, his win-loss ratio is, I don't even know how bad it is, but he's a really, really good player. And yeah, also, I mean, I can get like 1,000 wins and 0 losses. That doesn't mean that I'm the best player in the world. There's still better players than me. Anyway, we're on the map Battle Park, and right now, I don't really like Battle Park when I'm playing this series, because I feel like the games just take way too long, and it's not really worth my time to play. And when I'm playing this game, I actually had to leave in the next 5 minutes, so I was pretty worried that I wouldn't be able to finish the game in time. So, yeah, you'll see what happens. Spoiler alert though, I was able to stall for a few minutes, so that means that this game is gonna go late game. But anyway, both of us are just getting up our income. I'm getting up way more income than he is. I believe throughout the game I had at least 2 times more income than him. See, he has 825, I have 1.5k right there. So I have 2 times more income than him, and that's really good. So I'm just getting up my Moab Maulers and the Bloon Jitsu down there to defend against Moab Classicals and Ceramics. And yeah, so it's round 22, almost round 23, and that's when the natural Moab comes in. He struggles a little bit, but I defend that with ease. So anyway, we both keep getting up our income. And if you notice, I actually stopped my income from rounds 18 to 22, somewhere around there, because I was worried that he would rush me. And if he rushed me and I was very, very greedy, then I probably would have failed to defend, even though it's a map, even though it's a really long map, Battle Park. I had to play Maelstrom on those Regal Rainbows because those cannons did Regal farm them, unfortunately. So it's round 30, and it looks like he's really starting to struggle right now. He doesn't have the Sabotage Supply Lines Ninja, so he's really struggling. But I have it, so I'm defending everything with ease. And the Bloons are getting really, really far on his side. He's really struggling. And is he going to die right here? There's a lot of camels on the screen. It looks like he's close to death, but he didn't die to the camels, but it looks like he's gonna die to those Moabs instead. So I look at the towers, and I still don't have enough to defend, to afford the tier 4 Monkey Buccaneer. And here is Hydro Dam. As I said earlier, Hydro Dam is one of my worst maps at this point of the game, because I don't have farms, and basically I need farms on this. So what I'm going for here is this boat strategy created by Nikitin and Kevin. It's called the Nike, or Nike, well, Nike is called that. And I'm just going for that because basically that's the only thing I can do right now. I mean, I can go for the regular mortar boomerang strategy and whatever, but no. And then ad pops up on the screen. I'm like, no, close the ad. Oh, so this guy did say that he knows me, and he asked if I was the real one, and I did say that I was. But I ended up defeating him on round 4, so that was pretty bad. Anyway, this next guy has a negative win-loss ratio, so I don't know what's going on with this, but throughout the games that I've been playing, I've been getting pretty bad players in quick battles. But I mean, I'm not complaining, it just makes it easier for me to get a perfect win-loss. But anyway, he has a tech shooter in a really weird spot. I mean, I can see how that does somewhat decently, but I mean, there's better spots for the tech shooter than his placements right there. So he gets up his bomb for round 6, which is smart, because if I sent greens, he might have struggled, and I say might have because 2 to 3 zero tech shooters are still really good against basically everything up until round 8. So yeah, later on in this video, I will face, I believe, 1 or 2 more players who have at least 10,000 battle score and at least a 3 to 1 win-loss ratio. So don't leave the video now. There's more intense stuff coming up. And there is one game when I am very close to dying, so just keep out for that. Anyway, it's round 11, and we both have our camo defenses, except his mortar is positioned in a wrong spot, so a lot of camo pink leak. But I stopped sending them because it was just a waste of money. So I get up my Ring of Fire to be safe. And that's one of the things that you have to do when you when you're doing this kind of perfection series in quick battles, because 99% of the time you will face a good opponent. Oh, he sent region really against me, and that's what I'm talking about. Because if you're greedy, you will probably lose even if your opponent is bad, because they can rush and you won't have any money to defend with. So in these games, I have to be really safe. I have to get as low income as possible, but still maintain a decent income. So, because, you know, he sent those region zeros at me, and I defended them because I wasn't greedy, and he ended up dying to those round 20 natural ceramics. So I keep looking, and I still can't afford that tier 4 Buccaneer. And oh my goodness, he has 40,000 battle score with about 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. Well, actually, I couldn't see how many wins and losses he has, but probably somewhere around there. But he has over 40,000 battle score. He has all the towers unlocked. He has more experience than me. So, I mean, this is going to be a close game. But it's on Snowy Castle. Snowy Castle is also one of those shorter maps that I do have trouble on defending with Bloon Eco. But, I mean, it's not as bad as maps like Indoor Pools and Hydrodam. So, he goes for a ninja and attack shooter to defend round 4, while I go for the bomb attack shooter, because the bomb can easily defend against the blues, and the attack shooter can clean up the rest of the pinks. So, he's struggling with some of the blues and pinks that I sent against him, so he had to upgrade to a 3-1 ninja. And I get up my 0-0 ninja to pop the black layer off the blacks, so all that's left behind is pinks. And I end up selling my bomb attack to, my bomb and ninja to get up my ring of fire. So he has more lives than me, but I have more income than him. I send a bunch of yellows, and he gets the ring of fire in time right before dying. So I mean, that's his. Oh, not that many players that I faced so far would have done that. A lot of them would have just died to the yellows, but this guy knew how to defend against yellows. So we both get up our mortars for round 12. And on this map, if you send a huge regrowing brush, and I mean huge, as in like at least $10,000, a ring of fire actually can't handle that many. So I'm just ready to get a attack shooter or a bomb or something to defend a huge regrowing brush in case. But he doesn't send it, I don't send anything either. And now we both get up a ceramic defense. His ceramic defense is more risky than mine because he's solely relying on the distraction of the ninja. And I get a distraction ninja and some attack sprayer, so I'm playing it a little more safe here. And that's what I have to do in this series. If I play greedy and just get up a ninja and no attack shooters, then I could risk dying because, you know, I don't have enough money. Even though I'm better than my opponent, I can risk dying if I'm greedy. So he decides to send a Moab against me. I get a few attack shooters, and then I get to play Maelstrom and Maelstrom those ceramics, and I successfully defend that rush. So I'm just stopping sending income because I know that he's gonna rush me soon. But how about if I rush him instead? Yeah, I send a BFB right away, and right now he doesn't know what to do. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna sell his ninja and send a ton of ceramics against me. I just easily blame Maelstrom that. He sends more ceramic, I blame Maelstrom that, and I win the game. So that guy had the this guy, he has a 4, almost 5-1 win-loss ratio. So that's really good. But the previous game, although it was pretty exciting, it wasn't as exciting as I hoped it would be. Not bad though. Anyway, this guy has the best win-loss ratio of any opponent I faced in this video, I believe. And he has almost 1,000 games played, so that's a really good ratio to maintain. But hopefully, I mean, if I ever get 1,000 games in this account, hopefully my record is gonna be better than that. So we're both going for completely different defenses here. I have the typical 3-0 cannon, but he has attack sprayer and mortar tower. So he sent some blacks, and I have to get up 3 ninjas to defend those because those blacks just kept sneaking by my ninjas. I ended up selling one of the ninjas and settled with 2 ninjas just so I could get a little bit more income. I mean, I was a bit greedy there, but I felt like it was the right thing to do since 3 ninjas is a bit overkill. So I get up a mortar to defend the regen leads for round 11, and it's almost round 13, and I was wondering if he would send a regen rainbow rush, but it looks like he will not. A regen rainbow rush wouldn't do anything to him. He has a ring of fire and a cannon, but I sent some regen ceramics right now. He gets up his distraction ninja in time, but it looks like it didn't do enough, and he died to those, surprisingly. I thought that the distraction would do more, and I finally get the Monkey Buccaneer 4-tier upgrade. Now I found out that was pretty necessary, and this is the last game of this episode, I believe. Yeah, I'm currently 39-0, and I'm going for 40-0 in this episode, right? Not this in this game right here. So it's against this Adolfo guy or whatever. His win-loss ratio wasn't that good. It was a negative win-loss ratio if I remember correctly. But I mean, he could be good. I don't know, because win-loss ratios can really fool you. Because I remember, like, on my first account, I faced against people with negative win-loss ratios. I went random towers, and they were actually really good, and I ended up losing because I underestimated them. So I really still have to play safe here, no matter if I'm playing Mo Money or if I'm playing the worst quick battles player ever. I have to play the same way either way. So it's round 6. I get up my ninja to defend the black Bloons, and it looks like my opponent is not gonna get up more defense than that, so I'm saving up right now. I'm just sending black Bloons instead of greens so I can save up, and on round 8 I'll just spam those yellow Bloons, and that will definitely kill him. So that's the end of this episode, and yeah, that's basically it. I finally reached 40-0. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.